Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here to do a foundation review and wear test for you guys, and it's a new foundation from Kalon Kosmetics. This is their PR box that they sent me. Thank you, City Color, for sending this to me. So I received 8 foundations, and there are 2 different foundation lines. So there's 2 different finishes to the foundation. This one, the B Nude, is the dewy finish, and the B Matte, of course, is the matte finish foundation. So today I'm going to be trying the B Matte foundation because even though it's winter time over here, I want to try it out and see how it looks. Of course, like, I want to show you guys how both the foundations are and how they last on the skin, if they give great coverage and everything like that. So I want to talk about the packaging to the foundation. So I like that they did 2 different packagings, one for the matte and one for the dewy. Now this one reminds me of like the NARS foundation and ELF and stuff like that. So it's like a traditional square rectangular foundation, and it comes with a pump as well, which is a plus for me. I love a foundation with a pump, and you have more control to deposit the product onto your hand or on a palette. And they do have different shades. I believe they have 12 in their collection, which I would want them to extend more of the foundation shades, because like, it's 2020 now, and a lot of companies have to be aware that it's not just for the light to medium skin tones. They do have deeper skin tones, but it would be nice to have like an in-between for people who are more olive tone, who have more of a neutral undertone like I am. I feel like some foundations that I do look for, some foundations that I look for, they are either yellow undertone or more pink, and when I do see a neutral, they fall more onto the pink, which I don't know why they call it neutral. I want to talk about what it says over here on the front of the packaging. This says that it's a media foam seed oil, aloe vera. That's, I guess, what that includes in it, and it's full coverage matte finish, and this is 1.01 ounce, 30 mils. So that's that. And then I like that it does include the ingredients in the back of the packaging instead of in the bottom, and the shelf life is 12 months. This is a liquid foundation, and it is cruelty free as well. I did swatch them on my Instagram stories. If you haven't seen it, go onto my Instagram page. I'll post it right here down below, and you can also find a description box. You can definitely check it out on my highlights, where I put PR package, and I think it's number 2 in my highlights, and you can definitely see the swatches on my arm in the sunlight, and you can definitely see the undertones and how they look. So I have 4 of the B Matte foundations, and they sent me what would be close to my skin tone, skin shade. So I'm gonna tell you right now what I have on hand. So I have the shade Matte 103, and this is how it looks. And then I have Matte 104, and that's how it looks. And I know you can't really tell because of the frosty finish packaging. And then this one is the Matte 201 over here, and then 202 over here. They say that it launches on January 8th of 2020. So by the time I post this video is after January 8th. I swear I can never have like a straight ponytail. Since we're going to be doing the matte foundation, I am going to see which one is my shade. So here are the swatches of the foundation on my skin. So of course my face is red and pink, but you have to match into your neck, and I feel like I'm in between these 2, which is the shade 104 and 201, and they are drying down, as you can tell, because it's a matte finish. But I'm gonna try to mix these 2 right here, and this one is definitely really light for me. I mean, like, maybe it'll be great to lighten up the foundation, but that's the lightest I believe they have. So I'm gonna do two different applications. So I'm gonna do one on this side with the brush, and then I'm gonna do this side with the sponge, just to see how the finish is, because sometimes when you use a brush it can give you more coverage as opposed to a sponge. It does shear it out, but some foundations, they'll just do the same exact thing. So I want to give that a try. And also I did prep my skin prior to my video, and I am wearing two serums, two brightening serums, and a moisturizer from Pixie. I'm gonna go in with the Tatcha Soap Canvas Primer, and I really love this stuff. This stuff is so good, and it does give you like that blur effect when you apply it around your pore area. And I am gonna go in with a color corrector for my under eyes. This is the one from Kalon Kosmetics. This is their Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, just so that my under eyes can look fresh and color corrected. I'm gonna start off with this side. I see you from across the room. It's kind of crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing oh, everybody's singing oh. Since it has some claims of oils, it should be hydrating at the same time, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take this brush from Sigma. This is their F82, and I'm going to now blend it up. And by the way, it's 11:39 that I'm applying this, just to let you guys know, because I hate having to go back to the footage and be like, okay, what time did I apply it? I'm liking how smooth this is looking with a brush application, and it does set, so you have to work fast with this. Okay, so this is like medium coverage. As you can tell, I really like how this is looking. I like that. I mean, you can see the difference a little bit around my ears, so make sure you get your ears and down that neck too. But yeah, I feel like if there's an in-between shade, I'm definitely gonna get that. But just mixing them, they seemed pretty good. So I might just go a little lighter and mix it. And now I'm going to do this side, which is the one with the sponge. When I look at you smile, I don't know how, but it feels like I'm drunk on you. It feels like I'm drunk on you. It feels like I'm drunk on you. With the sponge side, I feel like it took away the coverage that it has on this side, and it's oxidizing a little bit, so maybe I should use more of the light one than the 201 shade. Yeah, I feel like with this foundation does set, so you may want to work quick with this one, and it will oxidize because it's gonna dry down. So keep that in mind when you're gonna use this foundation. Okay. So I only used a little bit of the 104 on top of the 201. It must be in the way. Just say you want me to. We got nothing to lose. You're looking so old. You're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to a 104 with a little bit of 201, just to kind of even it out for me, because this is like the 104 seems more like on the yellowish as opposed to how the first one is, like the 103. I'm really liking the coverage of this. This is like, giving me coverage, and it claims that it's full coverage, and I feel like it is building up to full coverage. Okay, so this is how the foundation is sitting on my skin. I feel like it's pretty good, and it is like you can see a little bit of sheen like when I move, and my pores are showing a little bit, like it's kind of emphasizing it a little more than usual. So I don't know about that, but other than that, I like the finish. It's not cakey. It doesn't look drying on my skin. And the color match, I feel like I did a pretty good job trying to find what shade I could be. And I'm gonna go over like above my eyebrows just so that it looks clean and blended in pretty good. Do you guys like how this foundation is sitting? What do you think? Besides here. And then this is the forehead area. And then the nose. I'm going to finish up the face and I will be right back. And I already told you the time that I started applying it, so I'm gonna be right back and let you guys see the final results on how the foundation is sitting, and I can't wait to see how it's gonna last all day. Okay, so I'm back with my finished look. It's 12:44 right now, and I am loving the foundation so far. I like how it's sitting. It's not looking cakey. It doesn't look really dry on my skin. I noticed that my skin, like after I applied the foundation, it was a bit tacky. And I don't think it's because of my moisturizer or anything like that. I think it's because of the oils that they claim that it has in the foundation. And the first ingredient to the foundation is water. So just keep that in mind. So it is a liquid foundation, and they have some oils in there that are good for the skin. And I noticed that when I did set it, it didn't like look weird, or you know how you set like foundations and they kind of like cake up or just look really cakey. It didn't do that at all. I'm gonna show you an up close look of the foundation, and you can see that I did set it with powder. I used a translucent powder from Hourglass. It's their Veil translucent powder, and that one has no color, it's just translucent, and I really like how that sets. And the fact that I did apply some concealer only in the under eyes and the forehead and the tip of my nose. I didn't really do the whole shebang of the concealer. I did set my face with the Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation from MAC, and I only did it on the under eyes and around the nose area. But other than that, like I did use bronzer, but I feel like the bronzer was a bit too cool, and it's giving this like vibe, like this color, like as if the foundation is a little pinkish, but it's not, because when I, you saw it yourself that it matched me pretty good when I mixed it. So I think it could be that, because I noticed this demarcation right here, like I'm noticing like it's on the bronzer, the cooler side with from the bronzer, so it could be that. I also applied some blush. This is MAC Melba, and I did use the Fenty In the Sun, and then I used the light to medium bronzer duo from Jouer. This is Sunlight and Suntan. I use the dark shade right here, so just to give me like a contour shade, because I felt like the Fenty one was it's not like deep enough for me. I should maybe go a little bit deeper than this one. I thought it would work out, I mean, you see, but it just gives me like a very light bronze, like kind of suntan. I did use MAC Soft and Gentle as my highlight, just to give me a little bit, because I don't want it to overpower the face and give me like a super glow like I usually do around the forehead and stuff. But I didn't, because I wanted the foundation, like I want to see if it's going to separate throughout the day, or if my oils are gonna peek through, then I know it's my oils and not the highlight. For the eyes, I use the Jouer Metamorphosis Face and Eye Palette. I used a couple of shades in here. I used this top 3, and then this deep brown shade right here, and then I use this highlight to do the inner tear duct and the brow bone as well. So I use these shades, and then for lashes, I'm using the Shopmimiartistry lashes in collaboration with Manku Gil, and this is in the style Stiletto. For the lips, I use NYX Natural Lip Liner, and I use the Sephora number 72 liquid lipstick, and then on top of that I use the mini version of the Jouer matte liquid lipstick in Bare. Okay, so it's 12:49. I'm gonna call it at 11:37, around there, that I did show it to you that I used the foundation, and then this is how it's set and everything. I feel like so far it's good. It doesn't look like a cakey bad kind of foundation that I've seen bad foundations in the past and I've tried them, but this one is for a drugstore, for a brand like City Color Cosmetics, for them to come out with this foundation. I feel like they really did a great job. So I'm speaking highly right now, but let's just see how it is and how long it lasts, and if it's still on my face. It claims of like full coverage and matte finish and all of this stuff, but there is some oils in there, so if my face gets oily throughout the day, then you know. And I did use translucent powder, so let's see how it holds up. I'll see you guys later. Okay, so I want to talk about how my skin looks right now. I feel like I can't even look directly to the camera because I'm about to fall asleep. Like, it's that late. And I think I went 12 hours with this foundation on, and there's been times that I wanted to take a nap throughout the day. I had just been so tired. So I can say that I look oily around the T-zone as I expected. Let's get it up close on the foundation. Besides my eye makeup, I feel like my lid shadow, it's almost gone, but that's not what we're talking about. I just wanted to point that out. And my eyebrow stood intact. I like it. But anyway, so I am oily on the T-zone area, especially around the cheeks where my pores are at. Of course, like, I'm very oily in that section. My highlight is still there, but I don't know whether it's the highlight now or the oil, because transfer, a lot of mascara fallout. The foundation did break down, as you can tell. It did break down. It is separating a little bit. I don't know, it looks very weird around the chin area. There's some weird oxidation around the right side to your left side cheek area. It's like so weird. I don't know what that is, but you could say this foundation held up okay. I'm just a hot mess right now, and you can tell this foundation is ready to come off. So what can I say about these foundations? So what I can say about it is that I like the coverage of this. I like how it sits on my skin after I apply it, and I feel like throughout the day it started to look a lot better because my skin did look very matte, and I did have to set it with a translucent powder, so it's not completely matte. It dries matte, but I want to try it out again without like using the Silk Canvas primer from Tatcha, only because I felt like maybe that could have did something around this area. Around this area, I feel like my foundation and concealer is completely ruined. You could tell the oils are coming through, and it's just like separating the whole thing. I want to try without a primer just to see if it's still going to give me the same effect without a primer, and I also want to try it with a different primer that's more that's gonna go with like a water base as the foundation. If you hear a beeping noise in the background, that's the thing, the little thing in the ceiling, and the freaking battery is messed up and is making that beeping noise like every 2 minutes. It does claim that it's a full coverage, which I do agree. It does look at first a medium, like a full medium to full coverage if you build it up. So that's what I can say about it, but it does leave you as a tacky finish. Not a finish, but like it feels tacky, and it does leave you like a nice semi matte finish. I don't want to claim that is a complete matte finish, because I've tried foundations that are matte and they set quickly, as opposed to the Essentials foundation from Jouer. That one is a matte full coverage foundation. It's lightweight and I really like that one. It's great for the summertime because it's hot and you want something matte on your face, or something cream, whatever the case may be. But with this foundation, I can say that it's a semi matte. I don't want to say it's a full matte because I have to keep testing it out. This is just the first impressions all day wear to show you guys how the foundation wears on me. So I'm pretty impressed on how it wore throughout the day, and I feel like when I was doing my video and I did with the natural light, it looked really nice. I like the nice luminosity. Like there's a little bit of it, not too much, but you can kind of see it throughout the day. Like it looks like your skin but better, and you do have that full coverage, which I really do appreciate. I did have to mix these two, but I'm leaning more towards 104, so I am gonna check out 105, and I will list the link down below of their page where you can pick these up and you can see the full color range of their foundation line. I really like it so far, and I want to keep testing it out, but I am going to do a video on the Be Nude foundation, which is more on the dewy finish, and I want to test that one out too, especially now that's the winter time and it's cold. I want to test it out, and even though this is a matte finish, it didn't feel very clingy. It didn't feel really dry like some products do, and I like that it did set pretty good. Like, you know how if you try the e.l.f. Camo 16-hour camo concealer, and you know how that dries down completely and it locks it, well, this one is not like that. It dries down, but not all the way like quickly as the e.l.f. concealer. All right, I'm totally done with this video. All I have to say is good things about this so far, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I'm gonna try the foundation out a little more, and then I'll give you guys my full review on it on a different video or on Instagram stories and stuff like that. And you can definitely check out what I think about the foundation overall. Once again, thank you City Kalon Kosmetics for sending this to me. I really appreciate it. I always do, and I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I love the brand, and thank you guys for watching my video. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up. I would gladly appreciate it. That makes me happy when I see that you guys are liking the video and you guys are sharing it as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Definitely be subscribed to my channel for more makeup tutorials, reviews, hauls, unboxing and such, and giveaways. Also, don't forget to follow me on both my Instagram pages. I'm gonna post them right here, so you can definitely follow me on there. I do giveaways and I do like little chats and stuff like that, and I do like to show little memes on there too. So I'm more expressive on there and active on there than I am on YouTube, because on YouTube you're just editing and posting, but on Instagram you can have more freedom and you can do a lot more on there. So definitely follow me on there. Okay guys, I'm ready to go to bed. I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.